So we're hoping for race 3, but right now race 2 is starting right now. And once again, we started with Concrete Man stage for its simplicity. Solid stage, don't need many other rush items. And of course, we're gonna be getting the concrete shot, which is one of the best weapons in the game. So Concrete Man is really the ideal starting stage as Darko falls in one of their first pits.
Yeah, so this stage, it's simple in that, you can get through a lot of it with the Buster. However, there are some nuances to this. You want to kill the birds and the rocks in a certain way so that their patterns become predictable. So they're not just randomly walking through there. You see that they did a quick turnaround in order for the burn to spawn behind them. They aren't just they're not just arbitrarily killing them. They're killing them in a certain way. This is also true of Wily 1, so that you can easily just walk through that section, not have a worry about getting hit and knocked into the platforms. So there is a madness, there's some reasoning to it.
A method to the madness,
There's a method to the madness. That's what I was going for.
Yeah, I was catching on. Gotta be in the same wavelength. But yeah, Charlieboy going through the stage with a little more cleanly than Darko, able to go to the concrete boss door first as he's about to take on Concrete Man. And as we were talking about the very first time, the very first time we saw this, we would like to see Concrete Man actually be on the ground. And right now he got one big jump. And Charlieboy's taking a little bit of a beating. He's going to be a little bit more careful.
See, Charlieboy may actually want him to jump because it's a little bit safer.
At this point, he would.
And he's listening. All right, he should finish him off here. That was close. It had me nervous. But Darko coming back pretty quickly. Darko had such a quick fight there. He is right on his tails now. Right on his tail. One tail. Usually. Unless it's Tails from Sonic.
Yeah, probably about 5 seconds apart. They're literally about the length of their stream delay.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, considering that death, Darko, he charged right back. He's not having it.
So, next on the menu, we got Magma Man stage. Probably, of course, we're not going in boss order for the most part. Something that was pointed out earlier, we're going in a way that makes the later stages a little more manageable.
Yep. This stage, again, highly beneficial use of Concrete Man here. Seeing both runners here use it to easily get past some of these pillar enemies. We're seeing him skip the magma beams with it, or try to skip the magma beams. This stage is actually one of the hardest in the game, if not the hardest in my opinion. In my opinion, it is the hardest. A lot of people might say Wily 2 or the second half of Wily 3, but it's difficult despite even having such a useful weapon. Do these runners run on emulator or real carts? That's a good question. Darko runs on actual hardware. This game originally came out for the last gen of consoles. That is the Wii, the PS3, and the Xbox 360. It wasn't a hard copy release. It was digital. It was like WiiWare, technically, so a little less expensive. And then it was recently released as part of Mega Man Legacy Collection 2 on the PC. I don't know what system Charlieboy's running it on. His PB is on the Wii, and it looks like it's Wii. To me, it looks like it's Wii to me. Good one.
Charlieboy taking an unfortunate death, closing in on the boss door of Magma Man, so unfortunately he's going right away back, while Darko is having a superb Magma Man fight.
Yeah, so each of them having an early death right now. But you know, the unfortunate piece here is that Charlieboy is a little bit low on concrete shots, so he can't freeze all these beams.
So let's see if the routing goes. Yep, Darko is going to go to Galaxy. As we mentioned, right now we can either go to Galaxy or Hornet at this point. They got the weaknesses for both. Once again, is for the most part, it's preference. But I'm gonna see what I learned, AJ. Little personal pop quiz. You would normally probably would go to Hornet Man because in this stage you're gonna be seeing some helicopter enemies that are gonna be coming up later on as the stage progresses on Darko's screen. Usually you will probably have Hornet Chaser to knock out the helicopters a little quicker so you won't get yourself caught up in the spikes because these enemies that you see right now, they are built to lead you into dropping you into spikes. Having the Hornet Chaser a little bit sooner could save a little bit of time so you don't have to even worry about.
It could bail you out if you make a mistake, basically. Yeah. So I mean, RTA, it doesn't matter because if you make a mistake and you're going to go face first to spikes, you're probably going to reset. But for races and marathons, you know, Hornet third is a smart idea. There's no reason not to. Again, the only reason you go Galaxy third is to get the RNG out of the way. So if he gives you bad luck and you're a high-level runner, you know, great. You could just reset earlier rather than wasting another 2 or 3 minutes.
So with that explanation for the pop quiz, where would that grade? Would that probably be like a plus?
I'd give you A minus. A minus.
Ah, sweet. But yeah, we coming up towards the end of the stage. We're gonna see Darko try to utilize the helicopter enemy one more time to get to the final stretches of teleporters. No, he's not gonna use them. He's gonna take it safe because actually, if you do miss the helicopter and miss some of the jumps that are along the way, you can actually kill yourself on the spikes. So that's very wise thing to do. Very safe. It keeps you alive.
Yeah, it's smart to be safe in a race. He's one game ahead. He probably wants to finish him off here, not risk a game 3. He knows he's probably ahead at this point. He got 1 swoop. That's better luck than last time. We prefer 2, but hey, you know, we'll take 1. I'll always take 1.
Charlieboy is still keeping pace, even with the Death and Magma Man stage. A few screens behind, but not too far where it's out of reach, at least not yet. But with Darko being a strong runner as he is, we're pretty much going to be relying on Darko mistakes in order for Charlieboy to potentially catch up. But there is a lot of race to go. Anything can happen. So we got Hornet Man stage. For the most part, it is mostly a simplistic romp up until the flower mini boss. You're gonna probably, yeah, he's gonna switch to rush coil so he can go through this little in between section very well done. And he's actually gonna stick with it because, of course, you don't want to have to worry about going through the menus so many times. So you're going to be seeing a lot of rush coil until you get to the point where you're going to see the flower mid boss that's coming up in a couple of screens.
Yep, it just saves a menu. I mean, climbing ladders is slow, so you want to be able to coil up, save some time, and excuse me, I had to sneeze. You don't want to. He got the best possible flower there. He's having a lot better luck than last time. Although he did waste a concrete shot, so he's not going to be able to do that mini flower pot zip at the end, but that won't cost him too much time.
Charlieboy not getting much luck on Galaxy Man either, having to see him fly towards the top with the black hole bomb, wasting more time as usual. Pretty much Galaxy doing Galaxy things.
Yeah, Galaxy. Jerk. So yeah, you do this little flower pot zip here on this, but unfortunately, there's another example of the damage stack there. Again, you know, 12 shots it usually takes to kill that the big mama, as they call it. But that thing just makes it melt if you can hit all 3 shots onto him.
Really quick fight. Once again, just the damage stacking that the Mammoth Bazooka is capable of doing and just literally draining Hornet Man's life away very, very fast. So we're gonna see at this point. No, we know where he's gonna go. He's gonna probably go to Jewel Man. I was thinking a few Robot Masters ahead.
Little ahead, yeah, exactly. Jewel Man, the 5th Robot Master, last one needed to get Rush Jet. I mean, he could miss menu and go somewhere else. That'd be interesting. But
Charlieboy getting a good flower himself.
Nice.
But yeah, Jewel Man is definitely one of the more interesting stages because there's multiple ways to go through this stage. Right now, Darko is using Buster as to not go through too many menus. You're probably going to see maybe a few racers as the tournament progresses use Concrete Shot, but Darko, being the kind of runner he is going to be using Buster and then go straight to Hornet Chaser like right now, save some menu time, and of course, as a result, save some real time as well.
You know what's interesting about this stage is, and I hope I don't jinx anybody here by saying it, I'm terrible, I shouldn't even say it, but is that there's so, like that right there, you have the spikes against the wall and you have to jump, but you have to sort of like not do a full jump to make sure that you land on the platform, but don't do too short a jump that you land in the pit. There's a lot of like little sneaky traps in Jewel Man stage. These like little spikes and pits and gotcha moments, like this section right here that Darko just went through with the spikes on each side and the pit below. You have this section here, this swing. But that being said, not a lot of, I feel anyway, not a lot of runs die here. I don't know why that is. More runs die in those spike traps in Wily 2 and Magma Man.
It's almost like ROM hack level of spikes in this stage, but yet we got a lot of our runners just going through these stages very cleanly with very little mistakes. Speaking of which, there are no mistakes in this fight as Darko just utilized the black hole bomb in a way that he uses too and just decimates Jewel Man.
Yeah, easy fight. To just place it on the ground, you know, get 4 shots, then get 2 more. I forget the number. I think it's 2 more. 7 shots total. Basically, you manipulate him by jumping. So every time he exits the hitbox and comes back into it, he takes another hit. Pretty easy to kill him with just 2 bombs.
Yeah, the black hole bomb's hitbox is really surprisingly big from what the sprite actually displays. So you got quite a bit of reach for Jewel Man to take quite a bit of damage on.
Hey, you want another test?
Oh boy, here we go.
The black hole bomb. What shape is its hitbox?
Its hitbox should be a square.
It is a square. Even though it looks like a circle, it's a square.
I mean, we're talking about hitboxes. All hitboxes are basically square. There are no other shapes for hitboxes.
I mean, I guess it's a definition. It's a box. There's no such thing as a circular box. But it's a circle. You would think that you would get hit when it's a circle, when he enters the circle, but not so much. Anyway, I digress.
Darko, you launched the Rush Jet for this bubble skip. Once again, using the Rush Jet as a platforming tool to kind of just position himself in a way where he can use these smaller bubbles, which are faster rising, and use them to get up the areas very quickly. And once again, continuing the trend of using Rush Jet, as he uses the Rush Jet for these moving platforms as well, basically outright skipping them in some aspects and getting through these sets of screens quick as well.
I mean, you just saw right there, he was able to progress to the next room with only 2 of the 4 platforms needed spawned. So it saves quite a bit of time using Rush there. In regards to the bubble skip, I know a lot of people say the Mega Man 5 bubble skip is the harder bubble skip, but I would say that the Mega Man 9 bubble skip is the better bubble skip.
once again using the stereotypical women fear of bugs and pretty much just stinging her to death. We got Darko going out of the way and just annihilating Last Woman, and he's on his way to his next stage, which is going to be Plug, which Charlie Boy is at right now.
As a male, I also don't like bugs, specifically bees.
Which is why the stereotype about women having the fear of bugs really shouldn't fly.
Ha! Fly, because it's a bug. Bee.
Wasn't intentional, but I'll take the joke. But yeah, Plugman stage. One of the most important stages as far as general movement goes.
Ooh, wow, good bit. Oh, Charlie Boy caught himself there. That was really good. He just missed the cycle there and got blocked off from proceeding forward, but he was wise enough to know where the other blocks were down below and was able to quickly backtrack to land on another block and get through the section. That was clutch. That was really good.
This is why Plugman stage is important, because of these cycles. If you mess up a cycle, you're going to be in a very bad way here, because you're probably going to be in a position where, you might die.
Absolutely. That was such a good save. That was really cool. Chat's appreciating it right now too.
Meanwhile, Darko's showing how perfect Plug is supposed to go, at least up to this point. He's still going to have to deal with a little bit of Yaku shenanigans in this upcoming screen, but right now, Darko is traversing Plugman stage probably as textbook as you can get it.
And again, you'll notice Darko, he did not go for the E-Tank. Meanwhile, Charlie Boy did. This time I'll try to pay attention as to when he uses it, so there's that.
Both our boys about to take on Plugman. Charlie Boy doing it first. We got exact ammo to kill, and Charlie Boy is able to do it. Let's see if Darko can follow suit. And we got both our boys taking out a Plug, so GG's right now to both our guys. But of course, we got to remember that Charlie Boy is a stage behind Darko, as Charlie Boy is taking a different route.
Yep, so meanwhile, Darko's... Man, Charlie Boy's going to be moving on to Splash. And so yeah, Darko has about a whole stage lead at this point. But anything could still happen. There are certain deaths in this game that are just so costly. Tornado Man being one of them, Wily 3 being one of them. So I wouldn't count out Charlie Boy yet. He's just got to focus on his game, play consistently. And smart to take that extra life there, Charlie Boy, because he did have that death. So the last thing you want is to end up game overing and having to start a stage, over again. Darko going down to the bottom here, skipping the batteries like we had mentioned before. He's on Rush Jet, a lot safer, not having to deal with those things and jumping up and down, and yeah, not fun.
Well, not only safer, but it's actually faster, because the Rush Jet still moves faster than the magnetic batteries itself. So it's almost a dead given that you're going to see Rush Jet using those sections. And Charlie Boy just misses the...
Ooh, so close.
I think the Rush Jet got caught in the background and disappeared.
Yeah, so if you spawn it too close to the spike, it thinks it's like spawned against the wall, so it despawns. It's unfortunate, but there's a backup strat here that Charlie Boy nails. He was going for the harder strat. There's kind of two variations to that skip.
One of the reasons why the Mega Man 9 version of the bubble skill is a little kinder than the Mega Man 5 one. The Mega Man 5 one will drop you straight back down to the beginning.
True.
At least you get a safety platform on the second screen when you fall, assuming you don't go too far to the left side of the screen.
True. Alright, is Darko gonna get Tornado Bro? That's what I want to know.
That is semi-bro-ish. He did go to the air a couple of times, but he did come back to the ground immediately.
I would take that pattern. I would take it. Pretty good Robot Master stages for Darko. I think that puts him at like a 2003 teleport. Or 20 flat, you know. Numbers.
Charlieboy checking out Splash Woman. He's going to be going to Tornado Man stage while Darko is about to make his beginning towards the Wally stages. As a reminder, this is one of the Mega Man games where you not regain weapon energy in between Wally stages, so weapon management is going to be a key factor in these stages.
Correct me if I'm wrong, all of the 8-bit games, you don't refill weapon energy. All games that are not 8-bit, so 7, 8, Rockman, and Forte, and 11, you do regain the weapon energy. Am I correct in saying that?
Actually, Rockman and Forte is not one of those cases, because actually, in a strange bit of gameplay design, you can actually have low weapon energy in some Robot Master stages, especially when you revisit them. So Rockman and Forte does not follow the rule that Mega Man 7, 8 actually does.
Interesting. And we do know this game, Mega Man 9, is actually what confirms that Rockman and Forte is canon, and it totally counts as classic. We skipped it after the first. Oh, here we go. The Darko. Oh, excellent. My hand hurts just watching it, but it's cool to watch. But yeah, no, you skip it and you go right to the credits. But there's a scene when you beat the game where Mega Man is showing Dr. Wily all the times that he's gone wrong, and he says, "And this time, and this time, and this time," and he includes Rockman and Forte in there. So nice shout out to that game.
Pretty much ignoring that Darko is just completely annihilating everything that Wily 1 throws at it. Pretty much just making it a non-factor to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like 2 seconds ago he just started it, and yeah, he's already on the worst boss in Mega Man history. So let's enjoy watching some lemons hit some balls.
So as you can see, the spike pushers actually have different methods of attack. You really don't want these charging red balls, because as you can see, the one where the red ones where they actually charge, they actually have the ability to push the spikes back. Can you cancel a charge shot in that fashion and push? Yeah, never mind. My question was already answered after I progressed.
Yeah, so the thing is too, the blue ones can push you back too, and to me that's even more annoying. When you start getting pushed back by the blue, like the little pellets, that's when my head starts exploding and I throw my controller. But yeah, the red ones push them back further. It's more forceful. But the blue ones, I mean, you can be going tink 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 forward, and it can go being tink 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 back, and it's just awful. There's no real consistency to it. I will never understand this fight. You know, sometimes you just randomly lose 5 seconds to it after you play the stage incredibly. Hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it.
So we got Darko starting Wally 2. We got Charlieboy entering the Wally stages as a whole. So we're gonna see him.
I don't think he intentionally went down the ladder there, and is he doing that intentionally?
It doesn't seem intentional. He thought he was probably gonna try to use the rush jet strat at first. It didn't go use concrete shot.
Well, he switched to concrete right away, and he shot it twice, and it looked like the placement on it was okay. I don't know what happened. Wow, Godflower second time in a row. It doesn't matter. He has extra concrete because he mashed the dragon, so I guess no harm, no foul in his case.
Making a quick note on Charlieboy's section, as you saw as he was traversing Wally 1, he actually used the tornado blow to make some of those platform rise. That's the intended method of going through Wally 1, but as you can see, he wound up going to Rush Jet anyway, as using Rush Jet in general is just faster. You don't have to worry about one, an extra menu, and two, well, Rush Jet is just plain faster.
So these... Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, so here we have another beam section here. There's a couple different strats that you saw. You saw Darko use Rush Jet to navigate it, but ooh, Charlieboy takes a death. Those are dangerous. Again, it's another section where you need to utilize Rush to escape past the beams. They are instant kill. Again, not an easy thing to do in a speedrun or casually. Darko mashing through the Big Mama there, and he's on his way to the Mega Mech Shark. Mega Mech Shark? The next item on the McDonald's menu. The Mega Mech Shark. It is a...
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah. I don't know. Like a shark sandwich with, I don't know, their special sauce, the Thousand Island dressing. I don't know.
Okay, we're straight a little bit too far here. Don't overstretch it.
Fair enough.
No, but seriously though, we got the Mega Mech Shark. You're gonna be using the Trident for all three phases. You can use the Tornado Blow for the second part, but you're probably gonna be using it for Wily 3, which Darko is about to hit right now. But you're gonna be using a lot of Trident in that fight, so pretty much a quick fight on Darko's end.
Yeah, it was a good fight. He ended it quickly. Didn't have much of an issue there. Charlieboy made a little bit of a boo-boo there by accidentally stepping on Rush Jet. He may have to refill his Rush Jet ammo in Wily 2 to have enough. He is shooting a Spike Pusher that's already dead. And he's about to wrap up the fight. Nice. Meanwhile, Darko on the auto-scroller part. So enjoy the free climbing. He's doing a little bit of a dance, sort of required to validate the run. Not actually.
A little bit of a manic dance, like he's dancing with a lot of caffeine in his system.
Yeah, he's not really dancing to the beat. He's more just, it's like a sporadic twitch of...
Twitchy man.
Twitch.tv/SpeedGaming.
Which is hosting this tournament, by the way, so shout out to SpeedGaming.
See that transition there? I did that on purpose. Not really.
But yeah, we're going through the Sniper Joe section, just mostly damage boosting just to get by quickly so we can get through our second vertical scroller a little sooner. But yeah, at this point, we're going to be seeing Darko putting himself in a position. Of course, he's on the far left. At the next screen, there's going to be a helicopter enemy that's going to send him straight into an M-take, which we're going to be needing later on. Charlieboy getting a little bit of fortunate pattern on his flowers, so a little bit of a time sink, but still not on the far right.
So here we are back on Wily 3. He is using the Tornado strats. Making quick work of this section here. The nice thing about Tornado Blow 2 is, the laser tridents you have to worry about drops. And that is a spot where the drops can kill you. It just messes up your movement. But the Tornado Blow, it's a little bit easier to navigate. So we'll see here if Darko gets the Easy Devil.
Be on good pace. And very easy.
Easy. Every single time.
But yeah, for how Easy Devil works, Darko was just positioning the black hole bomb in the position where at least the first shot can hit the Devil core. As soon as it gets out of the first Devil apart, and then with a succession of pause cancels, he's able to bring out each bomb successively for damage until it eventually dies. But you gotta do it in a timed fashion so that you don't like hit in between iframes. It's not very easy to do, actually.
No, not at all. Not at all. So I do believe that Darko is on 33 pace here. So he is set up to have a pretty nice time. If the casino is willing.
Charlieboy taking out the second phase of the Mega Mech Shark, opting to go to Magma Bazooka for his final phase of the fight.
That's a valid strat. It does as you can see, it does melt away its health. It does work out pretty well. Darko, some unfortunate luck with Galaxy Man. He's going up multiple times.
Yeah, you want to talk about the Wily Casino. Let's not talk about the Galaxy Casino. That's equally as rough.
Yeah, to have so much RNG between, Wily 4, you got Galaxy Man, you got Tornado Man, and then you have, Wily Capsule itself. It's just, it's pretty brutal. Even that Plugman fight, you want Plugman to jump all the way to the left. There, that saves the most time. It's interesting, actually. So the Plugman fight from the standard Robot Master stage, he will always jump to the middle 100% of the time. So we always know what his first move will be. But in the refights, he can stay to the right, he can jump to the middle, or he can jump all the way to the left. So there's 3 different patterns he can do. So it does make the fight a little bit different. The more you know.
Darko taking care of Magma Man. In the meantime, gonna stick with the Magma Bazooka to quickly burn the living daylights out of Hornet Man. And now doing that, he's gonna be taking on Jewel Man.
As everybody knows, jewels are weak to black holes, so they should make quick work of Jewel Man. I think everything's weak to black holes, though, honestly, because it can eat an entire solar system. Anyway.
One would think, but apparently a miniature black hole is not as strong.
No, I guess not.
Darko on his Concrete Man rematch. We're gonna see if RNG decides to be just as kind. Right now he's pretty great. Yep. At least no jumps.
No jumps. Nice fight. Nice fight. Killed on the left side, which is good. And yeah, he is already on to Wily Machine here. Could very easily get a 33.
Missed an egg, but still able to recover very quickly. Now for the second phase, he decides to go up.
Ooh. He did not switch to concrete, which is interesting. Alright, now he did. But usually you try on
shot. So he's going straight to Magma Bazooka, but he's getting a little bit wrecked by part of the machine here.
He needs to be careful, but Darko is pretty good at avoiding the capsule shots. He missed the... Did he miss it? He got the early hit, it looks like. Yeah, he does need to be a little bit careful. And he wasn't able to dodge it. You can dodge those. Oof.
And there we go. We got
GG.
a 33 on Darko's end.
Very nice. Nice job. As far as so how the race times are gonna matter for the possibly will matter for the reseeding of the bracket phases. That's still being discussed. So there is an incentive to sort of get the best time possible. I believe that 33 puts him... Let's see. It actually ties him for the second best race time of the tournament so far. Pretty good. If that keeps up at this rate, he will be the tied for the second seed to figure out a tiebreaker in the brackets. If that's the route we go, it's being discussed right now because there is a group of 3, so it's sort of unfair to the group of 3 because they have less races, so less opportunities to get the better race time. But we're talking about doing like a couple extra races for those people that progress into the bracket phase so that they can better their times. But that's being worked out. The other idea was just to use people's PBs, but I kind of like the idea of the races mattering. I mean, they matter to get you to advance you anyway, but mattering even more.
So we got Charlieboy having to use his M tank a little early because it looked like he probably messed up the Twin Devil fight the first time. It looked like he had to redo the fight. So he was down on black hole bombs, and now as a result, he does not have an M tank to utilize anymore. So now you're gonna have to be a little careful about some of his weapon consumptions.
Mm.
And
Yep.
Galaxy Man not being friendly to Charlieboy either. Is he going straight up, or are we going to get some more swoops? There we go.
I want to pay attention to when he menus here. I want to see if he has his E-Tank still, because he is at 36 minutes, 24 seconds right now. He can still PB, I believe. His PB I have as 42-42.
He does have his E-Tank, so at least he has a means of survival when he gets to the Wily fights.
And he has about 6 minutes to finish Wily 4, so this could be a pretty big PB for him.
It also helps that Tornado Man was a bro in this fight, so that was a really good fight on Charlieboy's end on Tornado Man.
Love Tornado, bro. Love to see it. Switching to Magma, finishing him off quick. He's having a pretty good refight so far. I'd love to see a PB here. We have seen a couple PBs during these races. In fact, yesterday we saw between Pro Infernap and Metroid Master, their match. They both PB'd, so that was pretty cool. They PB'd on different races, but it was still cool to see.
A little bit of menu flooding, but Charlieboy finally getting his Hornet Chaser set up for his Splash Woman refight.
Oh, nice. All right, let's see how Concrete treats him. Is it Pro Infernape or Pro Infernap? It's like, I apologize. All right, onto Wily Machine. We have over 4 minutes to spare, so I don't know. Sub 40? If Wily's nice.
The eggs are slightly getting away from him, but he's able to continue plugging those egg shots on his jawline. And this is kind of where the M-Tank situation unfortunately put Charlieboy back a little bit on this fight, because now he's low on concrete shots. He was using the tridents in order to get a few shots in, hoping to use the concretes in order to finish it off.
He got lucky there by him going low. him off with magma, so that didn't actually hurt him too much. Oh wow, and he's going within hittable distance.
Oh, we got ourselves a chance here.
Let's go. Let's go.
Some luck here.
Oh, sub 40. Let's go. All right, come on, get down here. Get down here. Come on, Wiley. He has to E-tank. He has to play it safe. It might not be sub 40. It's still going to be a big PB. Oof. The dream. Come on.
Lies.
Oh, what a tease. What a tease. Alright.
Oh,
GG. That is over a 2-minute PB for Charlie. That was a 40-19 as far as I saw it. GG on the huge PB. That's awesome. That's awesome. Also, GG to Darko. 2 penguins. That means he wins, and he will be. I mean, he wins. I can't say he definitely moves on yet. We have to see how the rest of the group stages plays out. I do believe he has one other set of victories here, if I recall correctly. So I do believe he has 2 wins and no losses in the group stages. So it's very likely that he's going to be moving on to the bracket phase. So
yeah, Darko is definitely on the driver's seat, basically being undefeated at this current moment.
Yep. So
we're checking to see if, well, Darko is passing on an interview. We're gonna see if he can get Charlieboy in. So if you can give me a quick moment, I'll try to get Charlieboy in here.
sounds good. So for those of you, while we wait, we do have some more Mega Man 9 tournament action coming your way. We have 2 more races today at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We have Volrath versus Polytopes, and we have Krebelstar versus Conster. It looks like that will be on SpeedGaming 3. That February 13th, we have at 4 a.m. Those of you that are early wakers, we have Time Link versus Slurpee Ninja. 9 p.m. we have Pro Infernape versus 8-Bit is Great. We have on Valentine's Day, romantic. You can take your date out to a nice dinner, maybe come back, enjoy, watch some Mega Man 9 tournament action, because nothing sets the mood like Mega Man 9. Watch Soren Tyan versus Sozy Man at 9 a.m. You can watch Zackstar versus Charlieboy at 2 p.m.
Well, speaking of Charlieboy, how you doing, Charlieboy? Welcome to the Discord. How you feeling about your runs today?
Oh man, I mean, not too bad. I'm alright. I feel good. I guess for the most part. I mean, not bad for like only running for about a month, month and a half, right? I guess. -ish.
Yeah. I mean, you made a
Could
lot
be
of progress
better.
really quickly. I thought it was really, really good. Huge PB. I mean, to PB by 2 minutes like that, that was, as far as I know, unless you didn't post the last one, but it looked like a pretty big PB to me. So.
That's about right. About 2 minutes, something like that.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I was kind of nervous coming in. I try not. I mean, I boast, maybe not boast, but I don't think that I get too nervous in tournaments, because I've been in plenty of tournaments in the past, like, you know, whether it be SpeedGaming tournaments or fighting game tournaments or whatever. But yeah, I mean, every time you come around, there's always a little bit of tournament nerves every time you go to a new tournament. No matter, you know, I mean, if it's like a game I've played a lot, then yeah, it's old hat, whatever. But like, never ran Mega Man 9 in the tournament, you know, and I just like barely had a one Mega Man 9 race, which I think I wouldn't last in that one. So cool as a practice race. Yeah, GG's to Darko, and yeah, I'm glad I could PB. I hope it wasn't like the worst thing to watch.
No, it was actually pretty fun to watch. We were having a good time in the first race. We actually missed when you used the E-Tank the first race because I was kind of yelling at the screen. You know, you were so close. I think you were 1 or 2 hits away from killing Wily. And I was like, use your E-Tank. I know you picked it up in Plugman. And then it turned out you must have already used it at that point. Where did you use that?
I used it on the stairs in Wily 2 because like I was trying to get that little mini rush spawn on the ladder to go faster, and instead I choked it and like tanked like half my health trying to get up the ladder. That's why on the second race I just opted to just switch to Trident. And I still tanked the hit, and I was like, yes, perfect. But at least it wasn't as bad as the first race in that section. Oh look, challenge complete.
Congrats on the air shoes. That's awesome.
2740. Oh snap! I don't know if that's good or not. Probably not. Okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah. No, that's the best time. Best I got. Hopefully, I'll get a little better and not die in like Magma or anywhere else.
I mean, it's a cool thing when you have PB and you know that you still have some time saved. So, sub 40. Let's go get it.
Yeah, buddy.
So, what's your? Oh, thank you for racing. Thanks for being a part of this, and we had a great time watching you.
Anything else?
No. If that's it, again, thank you, SpeedGaming. We'll sign off again. Come back in hour and 15 minutes. We'll have some more Mega Man 9 action for you. So have a good night. See you soon.
Before we do that, I just want to know if Creed has some questions very quick, because Creed didn't say much enough.
Oh, sure.
Nah, I didn't have anything to say. HJA pretty much just covered all the things that were notable, at least on your side of the run. You just got to note that thanks to the race and the results, Darko is 2-0 at this point. While this is your first race, you're 0-1, but you still got at least a couple of races to go, so you still have a chance to make it to the top 2 and make it to the bracket phase.
Oh, don't worry. I'm going to be out of this tournament by Saturday. 0-3, baby. You already know.
Well, first, you have a little more confidence than that.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Going up against some, seasoned veterans.
Well, the top 2 move on. Anything can happen in Mega. There's a lot of RNG, and just put up the best fight you can. I mean, you're improving quickly. You got a 2-minute PB. If you get another 2-minute PB, you'll get a 38. And that's a time that can win you a race against even runners that have higher PBs. Stuff can happen. So best of luck in your races to come.
All right, appreciate it, guys. Yeah, thanks again for commentating. Shout outs to Jack for running the tournament. Shout outs to SpeedGaming. See you guys next time. Peace.
Later. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, for HJA. For SpeedGaming, this is LV Cree telling everyone to have fun, keep safe, look out for the next matches. Of course, the ones coming up tonight, but also that are coming up as the tournament progresses. So for everyone here, have a good rest of the evening.
Thanks, Creed. Have a good night.